Hey, my name is Ryan with Shop Saving Floor, and today I'm going to show you how to choose the correct flooring for your house to make sure you don't make a wrong decision. I'm going to do a brief overview real quick on all the products, and then at the end, I'm going to go into more detail on each one if you'd like to stay for that. So first one up is going to be carpet. This is going to be the softest, which means it's going to be the easiest on your knees and your joints. It is going to be the fastest to install, but obviously it's going to be the easiest to stain and to damage. Good thing about carpet is it is the most affordable, and if you include the cost of the carpet, the cost of the pad, the prep time, and the install, you can get carpet installed all in for $3 to $5 a square foot. Next up is going to be luxury vinyl plank. This is going to be very fast to install. It is water resistant, but it can damage if heavy furniture is dragged on it. Now, if you're looking at total install for this is with the product, with the prep, with if there needs to be a pad on it, some have a pad included, you're looking at about $5 to $8 a square foot. Next up, we have laminate. This is as close as you can get to hardwood without being hardwood. And the great thing about this is it's actually very resistant to damage, but if it does get damaged, it is very hard to repair. And you can get this all in installed. So this includes the product, prep, everything included, about $5 to $8 a square foot. Next up, we have tile. Tile is going to be very resistant to damage, and this is going to be great for any areas that get a lot of water, like bathrooms and kitchens, but it can be very expensive to install, and you're looking at an all-in price with the product, the installation, and any prep required between $6 and $9 a square foot. And last up, we have engineered hardwood. And this is going to be the most natural because it is natural material. You have a thin layer of actual hardwood that's going to be on a cross-grain plywood. And this is going to be very durable compared to normal hardwood, but it is the most easy to scratch and dent. And if that happens, you're going to have to refinish all of this. And this is the most expensive. So all in price to include prep and install is going to be anywhere between $9 and $12 a square foot. And that covers all the products that could go into your home. If you have any questions about what would be a good fit for your home, you can always click the button below or find the link on our page here and schedule a free design consultation, and we'll help you figure out what's going to be best for your area and for your budget. Now what we're going to do is get into a deep dive in each of these products so you can see a little bit more about them and decide what's going to be best for you. All right, so back to carpet. And these are going to be some of the cheaper options for the carpet. This is going to be no pattern. You can see there's a lot of different colors. And as I mentioned before, with carpet, it is going to be the easiest to damage and to stain. Now, all of the carpets that we carry and recommend are going to be stain and damage resistant, but it is carpet. If you apply a lot of force or a lot of drag or you spill a lot of things on it, it is going to be the hardest to clean. And I wanted to show you some different options here. This is very popular as well. It is a little bit more expensive when you go to a pattern, but it is really nice when you can kind of see that difference compared to a regular traditional carpet. So if you want that kind of softer, more cozy, warm feel for like a bedroom, this is where we usually recommend having a carpet. If you have questions about any type of brand or what would be best for the look of your home, you can always reach out to us. Now let's move on. This is where it gets a little bit more interesting because things have changed a lot in LVP, luxury vinyl plank. Now this is what a lot of people used to get a few years back, and this is what is extremely popular now. And as you can see, this has a lot more substance to it. Now, what you can do with the glue down is you can actually have these in place, glued down, but you can't float them over other floors. And you've probably heard of floating floors, and that's when you have your actual plank and these snap together, and it makes it easy to put over many different flooring types where you don't have to do demo. Now, there can be some prep involved. And when we talk about our prices before, we talked about the prep. And if you don't do the prep right on these, you can have a lot of problems down the line with your floor because you're going to have unlevel surfaces. And a lot of people don't know this. If you don't do the prep right, it automatically voids the warranty of your product. All of these products come with warranties up to 25 years plus. But if you don't have it installed correctly, right from the get-go, as soon as that install is done, your warranty is void. So just be very careful about who installs this, or if you install it yourself, that you do it correctly, or you're going to lose that warranty. And this really just comes down to personal preference. The luxury vinyl plank that has a little bit more substance here and you have the locking can feel and look a little bit more natural than the old school kind of glue down. There's nothing wrong with this, and there are good products for this. And it really just comes down to personal feel. When you have the glue down, it sometimes can be less expensive than having the locking system. But this is where it comes down to just figuring out what's going to be your budget and what's going to be in your place to get the best overall look, and then also fit within what you're looking to pay. And moving on from that is probably my favorite laminate. I really am enjoying the laminate. This one is the Revwood by Mohawk, and this is one of our most popular sellers. And it comes in all kinds of different colors and stains. And what this is the most realistic to hardwood because of the way that it's put on there. And you can see it has a locking system as well. You can float these floors, and it just has a little bit of a different look and feel than the vinyl plank. Now, what we do is we bring in the products based off of what you're looking for, the colors, the design, so that you can see what they look like in your home. We actually put them in our van and we bring the products to you. And that way you can see what looks the best in your home with the lighting of your home. And that helps you decide, what is going to be the best look and feel for you. Now, moving on, tile. Tile has been around for a long time, and it's changed what type of tiles we put in. You can see we have a wood-like tile, and I think this one is a 9x48. Yep, this is pretty traditional now. And if I show you another one here, we have a 12x24. You're starting to see this more. And now the best option, I wouldn't say best, but the most popular right now in a lot of places is large format. It's actually 4 of these put together. So you're gonna have 2 of these side by side. It's gonna be 24x48. It's not going to show any of the gaps, like you don't put them together. It's actually one big piece. So that's pretty cool with the tile, seeing that now. We're seeing that in a lot of bathrooms and even on the flooring. And like I said before, the only issue with going with this is the install. It has to be installed correctly. It takes more time. It takes more skill. And if you don't do it right, you're going to have a lot of problems down the road with potential tiles cracking and breaking because it wasn't installed correctly. And you'll have a lot of times where you have uneven gaps between your tiles, and you'll start to feel your feet trip up on those, and that's not nice either. So that's the one downside of going with tile, is it just really has to be installed correctly. But you can get amazing, amazing looks with tile that you just can't get with some of the other products, especially if you like that shiny, smooth finish. So last one up today that we've already gone through, but I wanted to show you this special piece. This is an 8-foot engineered hardwood. And this is a quite amazing piece. You can't get regular hardwood, solid hardwood like this, because it can't be done. It has to be engineered like this, where you have your veneer piece and then it has the backing here with the locking system. This is traditionally and most common in very high-end homes, especially with these long planks, because this can get upwards of even $15 to $20 a square foot if you have very rare wood, because you got to remember that's real wood that's put on there, harvested from real trees. But yeah, that's pretty amazing. Flooring is a lot of fun, but it can be daunting when you're trying to choose what's going to be best, what's the right color, what's the right brand, what's the right type that I need for my house. And that's what we're here to do for you, is help you make that decision that's going to be the best look for you, so you have floors that are going to last for decades to come. So if you want some help designing what's going to be best for your home, just reach out below. There'll be a button somewhere or a link that you can click, and you can schedule a free consultation. We'll help you design and pick out the right product that's going to fit your budget. So go ahead and do that now if you'd like some help. And thanks for watching the video today.